Former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go play action with Trubisky. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Jones.
Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Hunter Henry's now in his 2nd season with the New England Patriots and had 9 touchdowns in his first campaign and really emerged as rookie quarterback Mac Jones' favorite target, especially when they needed points in the red zone. Stays his favorite here and picks up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And some room to work.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That swung out wide to Harris. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Off the play fake. Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the goal line stand. They'll start the drive on the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
On the give, this is Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken around the 12. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll look to throw again. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And a terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They hand this off to Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And some space here. 20. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a toss play. It's Harris. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. As this gets it back, we're going to a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll get this up to about the 44. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now a give, running left is Harris. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run again with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Harris. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run with Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down
and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle. With the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Boswell good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Pats, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you the